Hello and welcome back to Daily Planning for Bitcoin and Gold. Today is March 9th. So, a quick recap. We don't do anything here. Friday, we got this short, but sadly, I was kinda afraid based on my past track record. I need to be conservative when opening a trade in Euro session because in New York, usually it means reverse, which we did, right? If I recall, it was a news event here. It was NFP, and if we see, it reverts to our entry. So if you perform a break-even action afterwards, like after you reach this, which we did actually. Sadly, I missed 6 hours on that, but it's fine. And you were aiming for my thesis all the way here for 20 hours, you might get stopped. So yeah, that's about it. But it's fine. We're still good. Still green through the week. So yeah, we're gonna remove this. We're gonna remove this. It's already been done, so we're gonna remove that also. We're almost get filled on this. I'm still expecting some reactions. Bitcoin as well. I was asleep at this time. This is the usual playbook that I usually use. So we need some kind of liquidations here, or a big sell-off, or a big buy, and then it get absorbed. Why? I just see that this kind of volume, a big volume, and then the inverse counterparty, which is in this matter of context, our buys has less volume but still carries the chart. Either it holds the ground, like the lows are holding, or if we were to go with the candlestick pattern, you want to see some kind of engulfing or something like that. Personally, I don't use it, but in matter of speaking, those kind of actions and patterns usually happens when near this kind of playbook. So I translate that from my order flow. So I take some of the simplicity and how the data usually reacts and transform it according to my own knowledge and translate it into the naked chart. That's what I did. Okay. So first of all, if you extend it and if you read and watch my daily plans, it was made like days ago. I believe it was on Friday or on Thursday. It was an alarm that I've been setting. It hits and then it also hits the lower bound almost. And sadly, I was still asleep around this area. I just woke up like here, yeah, on 4 o'clock. So what do you want to see? If you have this kind of things, either you have some kind of big, oops, sorry, either you have some kind of big liquidations here, and then it wicks, and then it retests like half the wicks, and then it holds and fell off, and not fell off, and holding its ground and then going up, or you have some kind of this. You have less wick, big fat candle body, and then it retests once more, and then it starts grinding up. Therefore, both are still viable for you to trade, but the context here matters. You want either, if you have POIs like me, you could just blindly longs here. Like you want to see this happens, and you wait for the retest, and then your invalidation is the lower part, like this. What do you want to aim? You aim, if this kind of things, you want to aim for the first V-shaped puke, which is this particular heart. And you got yourself a 4.5 R. That's, for me, is the safer bet. Or, if you are really, well, averse to risk, and you're really like risk taking, you have this kind of wicks, you want to see another attempt lower, and then go here, invalidation is still the same, and then you aim for the upper part. Or even better here. While also maintaining the fact that we assume that Asia session will also soar higher and in one way. And that this kind of TP should be done in Asia session, not in Euro. Okay? So contextual matters. Okay? Okay, so now we made plans. Actually, with all those news coming around, I don't really have any kind of new plan aside from the existing ones. But let's just see. Okay, yeah, we're gonna remove that. But we're gonna keep the middle part intact, which is my own magic line here. Just gonna extend it. Okay. Previous on the Friday, it doesn't work out well. It bounced, actually, yes, but not to my expectation. I believe it bounced at the very least into this particular highs here, but it doesn't. And I don't really take the trade because of the momentum here. It was actually bad. Okay. We also don't have anything here. It was already obsolete for me. Gonna remove that. Poor highs already fixed. Remove also. 2024 VA still exists. Okay. So first of all, let's see on higher time frame. Pardon me, this is a higher time frame for me. But anyway, we are still on the range bound area on the higher time frame. This is our range low actually. Middle range low. The range low of the current state here is actually this. I believe I already told you before, 63k ish is our range low and 71.7 is our range high ish. Meanwhile, if we take a closer look, we also have a range inside the range, which is this range for me. So we are currently in this range. We sweep off nicely. And what do you want to see? Actually, if we want to soar higher, we still have several imbalances here. First of all, the imbalances that I want to see is our weekly VWAP here, which align with our middle white line here. And also we have also imbalances here. So actually, if you think about it, it's almost aligned. This is a 1 hour. So if we are still maintaining momentum, this is a very, very impulsive momentum. And hopefully, New York didn't puke it. But I believe it will. Because there's so much fuckery around when I open Twitter. Goddamn. Just woke up and so much shit going on. But anyway, POI for today's plan. Honestly, not expecting much, but if we were to touch our weekly view up, I want to see a reaction in our previously weekly view up, which also align with our range and our imbalances. I want to see a failing pattern. Okay. But if we were to continue lower here and we fails to hold up above this support, this magic line, then you want to see a traverse to this 60k. So the 60k trade plan remains the same. We're gonna remove, no, not remove. We're gonna move it. Good enough. Okay. So there you have it. That's my only plan for today. I don't really want to trade today, actually. Just want to see how Monday is gonna develop. But hopefully we get one trade. Okay, for gold. Okay, we're gonna remove that. Gold also the same. We'll almost have any reaction here, but it doesn't reach that far. And what do we want to see? Okay, so these are XAU top for higher time frame that I made like days, no, not days, 1 month ago actually. Dope. Okay. So it was wrong on this part. It was also wrong. Okay, we're gonna remove this. We're gonna remove this. Already taken. Remove this. Still not taken. Okay. Remove this. Familiar. Sorry, I'm gonna remove several things that aren't meta. Okay. So, higher time frame, we're still on the momentum, but if we see here, we are also have some kind of momentum here. Not momentum, I mean range. Want to see here. Yep, this kind of range. So range, deviations, middle part, deviations, going to the lower part, middle part, another deviations, going to the lower part with deviations. And if we were to play range bounds, I want to see, after we extend it, okay, I want to see some kind of reactions here on our weekly view up band, which also aligns with our previously daily view up. So on our weekly view up band, we want to see something like this. And if it fails now, you want to see some reaction on this one. Okay? So yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoy today's daily plan and see you tomorrow. Stay safe and trade properly.